welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. The calendar has been circled for this one for quite some time. Throughout the offseason, anticipation for an early-in-the-year top-5 clash. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Catching up with the South Carolina head coach before the game, he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running inside, it's Hill. He's got enough. At midfield, he's got room. Sees him in open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hill. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Hand off for Brown. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And this one is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Number 7, set to kick off.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Got some green grass. Fights off a defender. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. One thing you can figure out from these tests early this season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
Looking for room. It's Reeder. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Here's Sellers to throw. Out wide left, it's Moore. At the 40, there he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
21 on the play. That's a first down for the offense.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out wide right, it's Graham.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one splits the uprights. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To the air, it's Boley. And he almost had a pick.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Right at the line. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Right side, it's Lyons.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to throw, it's Boley. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Gonna run it. It's Reeder. Burrows is waiting for a couple. He's out to the 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Sellers through the noise. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Powers through the defender. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Oh, it's picked off. Turning it on. The 30, the 20, inside the, all the way back. Touchdown, South Carolina. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Bowling. Out wide right, it's Hill. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. Finds his target. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A give to Brown. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
And the Sun Devils have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. From the gun, it's Hill. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the hot hand. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Scanning the field, it's Boley. Left side, it's Brown. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he's got some space. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Great place to start for this offense. Hits inside, it's Daniels. Across the 25. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Sellers. Right side, it's Reeder. Caught, and he's got room. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Bolden. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Lyons. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Fresh set of downs going up top. Look out! Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 22 team, the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Demon Deacons, who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. That gets their record to 3-0.
Through the raindrops, the ball just squirted right through him. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the coverage unit. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They'll open the second half on the ground. Got the first down. At the 45 on his way. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. No step back in Week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. After the defense just gave up a touchdown, they really need to put something together on this drive. Escapes the pressure to his right. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And that's a good lesson for a lot of young quarterbacks watching this game right now is, hey, things aren't always going to be perfect. You're scrambling. You're trying to find a guy downfield. But if nothing's there, throw the ball out of bounds. Take the incompletion. At least you're not losing any yards like he just did, running out of bounds, now putting his offense in a hole.
And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Boley. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Turns it upfield. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snapped on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Wants to throw again. Out wide left, it's Lions. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield, it's Boley. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires left. A strike downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, ASU!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the extra point is good. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 20. He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line and helps out this offense a few extra yards in field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Daniels. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Right side, it's Edwards. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Throwing Sellers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. Long way to go on 2nd down. Left side is Graham. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Sellers. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Out wide left, it's Harris. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Back to throw, it's Bowling. Rush right in his face. Out wide right, it's Harris. An explosive play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the 4th quarter. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Here we go.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Left side, it's Brown. Could not make his way to the corner.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Just keeps slinging it. Here comes the heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He's changing the play.
Freeze. Western. Sweep. Ready, go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it. Turns on the Jets. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead.
Ready, go.
Trying to barrel in. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and he stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Quick give. It's Daniels. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses the timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's Sellers to throw. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Sellers. Right down the middle. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
But what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Hand off from the shotgun. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. They'll ride him again. Breaks into the open. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Moves the pocket. It's Bowling. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Making the adjustment. Second down to the air. Out wide left, it's Harris. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Wants to throw one first. Quick completion on the out. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? You want to go for it? That's your decision.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Reeder. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Sellers. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Leaves it short.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy and falls incomplete.
The Gamecocks will punt this one away. Fields the punt. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Running inside, it's Hill. And he's brought down after a short gain. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to pass, it's Boley. Right side, it's Harris. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reeder. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Line getting set on second down. Out wide right, it's Tuggle. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Just a couple they need to pick up here on third and short in overtime. Sellers from the gun on third down. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
On offense, you just took a sack. Bad play here, but it's early in overtime. In this situation, guys, on fourth down, you got to take the points. You got to try to kick a field goal and take the lead.
They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Needed to stay alive, and it's good. They take the lead in the first possession possession of overtime, and now the defense will have to stand tall. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Right side, it's Hamilton. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Handoff for Brown. Just smothered on the play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They haven't gotten much done here. 3rd down, and they need to at least pick up a few to make the field goal attempt easier. Back to pass, it's Boley. Oh, pressure's coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good, and how about that clutch kick from distance to send us to another overtime?
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Now 1st down here in the 2nd overtime.
Here we go. Ready? Ready, go.
Takes the handoff. It's Hill. All over him immediately.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. As a result, it's an incompletion.
Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. Changing the routes with his receivers. To the air, it's Boley. They're all over him. Left side is Harris. gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
Here's Brown. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? From the gun, that ball is live in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and they can win it on this return. First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Finds a crease. It's Reeder. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third down, and they just don't want to move backwards to give their kicker a chance to win it in OT. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. They must protect the football here. They're already well within range of a game-winning field goal attempt. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
goal. Hits inside. It's Clark. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively and try to have success on 3rd down?
Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. A critical 3rd and goal here, and you have to think they're getting the ball in position to try that game-winning field goal. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. They'll try to walk it off with a chip shot field goal here in overtime. Got it! They take the lead in the first possession of overtime, and now the defense will have to stand tall.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel.